Hey guys, it's Bill from Linden, Tennessee. There's going to be a sort of a quick little progress video, piggyback on the one I just put out the other day. I got all the gears out of here with this 4.5 to 1 gear ratio kit that you buy. You have to actually buy a new bearing that goes behind this one here, because you can't get the old bearing off of the original gear. So you got to buy a new bearing. And then they got this little deal where a bolt goes through here, and it's got a little dealie on the back that squeezes it and holds that all together as assembly. This bearing gets pressed onto this shaft, and then all that gets squeezed together. And you also the kit provides you with some countersink bolts. So you got to get a little countersink bit for your drill and kind of drill out the little bearing retainer. Zero EV sort of sells this kit, and they've got a pretty good video online for how to do it. But yeah, so we're all hooked up here. You got to watch out because these teeth are really sharp, and you'll cut the snot out of yourself. These all have really sharp edges on them. And let's see what else. If you ever do this, if you ever split these cases, you gotta go through with a razor blade. Be careful because a razor blade is harder than this aluminum case, so it can gouge the case and make a mess. And you gotta get all the old RTV off. A lot of times you can just do it with a rag. Just rub really hard with a rag. Just get it down nice and smooth. There's this little piece. Be really careful about this little piece. It goes on here roughly. And what'll happen is down here in this little groove where that piece of paper, that's all it is, a piece of paper, sits in that groove, sealant will get in there from the factory when they sealed it. And then if that piece of paper moves, which it will, and then you go and put it back in, it won't seat properly because there'll be RTV behind it. And then this whole thing will get kind of like sort of cocked sideways a little bit. And then whenever you go to tighten the case halves together, that paper will hold them apart enough to let a leak. And then you got to take it all apart and do it again. Ask me how I know. I didn't do that with this one, but I've done it in the past. So don't do that. And the other thing is, whenever you're cleaning all these surfaces, there's just this one little piece of O-ring right there. It's not really an O-ring, it's an O-line. Don't forget to put that back in there, because if you put this back together and you find that on your table, you've got to take it back apart again. And basically all this does, it doesn't so much keep oil out of here per se. It's just a physical barrier, like a better barrier against this oil that's slinging really fast, because this dude can spin up to 16,000 RPM. This is your motor shaft here. That can spin really fast. And when it does, it'll sling oil with a lot of force. And over time, it could go through the RTV. So that oil ring is just there for a little bit of extra. Yeah, so there's how all that stuff works. A little gear down on the bottom, that's the oil pump. And if you do a situation like this where you're running your front and rear axles off of a center mounted transfer case like this, but you have to make it go in the other direction, you can get an oil pump that goes the other way, so that in the other way it pumps oil to all the places it needs to go. Whereas this one, when it goes the other way, it doesn't, and you don't want that, because yeah. Let's see what else. This gear is bigger than the factory gear, so you kind of got to go in there and cut a little bit of this oil spitter off of it and drill a new hole. What else? And also, to get these cases further apart, this little dude isn't really long enough to get them apart like this. So I actually took this inverter can off and took the zip ties from this wire, so it'll give me some extra room. And then once this is all back together again and it's not leaking, then I'll just take that can back off and re-zip tie it. This is the Quaif. This is the limited slip differential I was telling you about. It's all installed there now. Yeah, you see it down in there. A little bit different. This is the factory open differential. Yeah, factory open differential. with its little pinion spider gears, and that's how differentials work. So I'm not going to go into that, but there it all is. You got to take this gear off. There's a whole bunch of bolts you got to take off, and my compressor is really small, so I could only do one at a time. So yeah. What else? I don't know. That's all I can think of right now. So yeah, just a little update video. When I get this all back together, that'll be great. So, till next time.